Thank you.
Christy Curilaro, 562 Mountain Hope Road. I've been meaning to come here, but I travel a lot for work, so my apologies for that, but I have been watching online. I just wanted to first take the opportunity, it's a shame they left, to thank the police department for doing so much to enforce the rules on Mount Hope Road. It really has made a difference, and it certainly hasn't gone unnoticed by our community. There's still a lot more to come, and I hope that we won't take our foot off the gas. Thank you also for attending that TILCON meeting. There's still more to do. We're also still having problems at the ponds, but I'm not prepared to speak about that tonight, so I'm going to save that for another day. A lot of people have been giving me information. I just haven't had time to process. Another thing I wanted to talk about is I hear a lot about decorum within the council. I was a little bit shocked at some of the activity during the first meeting that I attended, and I really call it behavior, almost like a toddler's behavior, right? Behavior. We all have different behaviors. And I know what it's like to sit on a board with people you don't get along with. I know what it's like to have the public coming and yelling at you or saying things you don't like. I was on the Board of Education for 6 years. We've been called clowns and everything else. But I will say that just because we don't like what each other is saying, just because we don't like what the public is asking, doesn't really give us a pass not to address or answer the questions. So if a public member is saying we're not following process, I would like to see the council be able to be a council and say, we are following the process and this is what the process is, whether it be that night or online at some point later, because I want to have faith in my council that they're doing the right thing. I also want to just ensure that when there's things that are not being done, that we understand the why. So for instance, not addressing, I knew we were supposed to call you guys out, but one of the council members addressing, meetings with the electric company. I've been having more outages at my house than I've had in the past couple of years. I don't know why. So if we're talking to the electric company, I would like us to. If we're not, I'd like to know why. And then in addition to that, there's been talk of, that certain council members can't go out and represent the council, but then other council members can talk to like the managers at the Rockaway Township Mall, or you helped me with TILCON. So I just want to understand where the balance is. And so if we're deciding not to do something or not to answer something or to get or pay an attorney to combat each other, which seems like is the case as well. I just want to know like the why behind it, because I'm a taxpayer. I'm not trying to start a fight here. I'm not going to yell at anybody. I just want to understand the why. So thank you very much again for your help with the ponds and with the trucks. I appreciate it.